Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and as promised, here is the comparison between two different Hot Toys Mandalorian Mando figures. This is the version that I've had for quite some time now, and I love it very much and was happy with this one, and kept telling myself that I didn't need the latest version with the chrome finish and the weathering, but now I have it because I decided to give this one to my girlfriend, thus freeing up a space for a new Beskar Mando in the collection. So here he is. Check out the review on him that I've just put up on the channel if you haven't seen it yet, and go back and check out the original review for this guy. But this is the comparison between the two, so I hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram at DKnight333. Alright, so this version is technically known as the Hot Toys TMS014, I believe. That's the model number for the specific version here. The Mandalorian and the Child, 1/6 scale collectible figure by Hot Toys. And then this one is technically known as Hot Toys TMS052. The Mandalorian and Grogu Deluxe version, 1/6 scale collectible set. And this one came with a Din Djarin head sculpt, likeness of Pedro Pascal. He also came with a bunch of other goodies, including Boba Fett's helmet, and his jetpack, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Alright, let's get straight to the good stuff with some footage of these two figures outside in natural light. We'll let some music play over the top of that, and then we'll come back here. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that footage outdoors, folks. Now, like I said in my review of the Ahsoka Tano figure, this version here definitely doesn't have the mirror-like chrome finish that this one does. However, in certain episodes, especially the Jedi episode, one of my favorites, it is more of a dull chrome finish like this. So if you're sticking with this one, you're still fine because it's quite accurate to many an episode. But there's no lying to you, there's no denying that seeing this in person with the proper mirror-like chrome finish, it's just another level. And I highly recommend, like I did in my review, that you pick this one up if you can. The difference is night and day. The helmet on the older one seems to be ever so slightly smaller than the more recent one here. This one just seems to be a little bit bigger. I could always be wrong about that, it's just what my eyes are seeing. I just think this one is slightly smaller. The undersuit on the new version here with the mirror-like chrome seems to be the exact same tone as the older one. They seem to be pretty much the same tone, which from what I hear from folks like Justin and a few other people out there, that this is meant to be a brown undersuit. I always forget to keep an eye on that when I'm watching the show. I keep thinking, oh, next time I watch a Mando episode I'm going to keep an eye on what colour the suit is, but I did look a little bit recently, and I'm not saying anyone is right or wrong, but I still need to look into that myself. And I think it's possible to dye the undersuit if you want to, so it's easy enough to remove all the armor sections. I think they're just velcroed on this new one, the same as they were on this guy here. So dyeing the suit isn't that much of a big deal. You can do it. I'm not too sure if I really want to. Also not sure if I want to clean this guy's armor to get rid of the weathering, because it's actually not too bad. You still get a very nice chrome mirror effect, but just a little bit battle worn. And I think I'd kind of prefer that as opposed to just like completely fresh mirror clean. I've seen folks do it online and it does look good. Just not sure if that's the look I want yet. But I have bought the items I need to clean him. So, if I do it, I will do a video showing you how I'm doing it and the results. I'm just not sure. I don't want to rush into that. This more recent one has the leg armor here with the projectiles. The older one does not have that. Now, even though this newer version with the beautiful chrome finish does come with a hell of a lot of accessories, pretty much everything you would ever need for a Mando figure, he does not come with some stuff that came with this guy. And those are these parts here, the blasting effects for the jetpack, the Beskar bar there, and the tracking fob. These items don't come with this new version, which is a shame. But it is handy if you have the older one, because then you can just, take those parts from him and make him an ultimate complete Mando. And there's definitely a major difference between the two capes on these versions. The older one has a naturally draping flow cape, no wires in the cape whatsoever, it just drapes and flows naturally behind him. However, it is a lot longer than the wired cape that comes on the shiny chrome version. And this version obviously has way more weathering at the ends and throughout the cape really. And like I said, it does have a wire and it is shorter. Now, I'm not really too keen on wired capes. I like the natural flow of a draped cape, but I do prefer the battle damage and the weathering on the newer one. So there is a major difference here between the two capes. And just take a look at the jetpacks here. Obviously, a major difference in finish on the armor. Still really like this version. Believe me, there is a part of me that wants to keep this one too. But that was my whole justification for getting this new one, was to give this one to me lady. So I'm doing the right thing, right? Yeah, she'll appreciate it. She'll love it. It's her first 1/6 scale figure. Couldn't be happier for her. That's the one. Right, there it is. View from the back. Again, I have to say, definitely prefer the more chrome finish on the more recent one. Well, all the Mando figures so far have this same sand base. The only thing I don't like about it is they kind of sculpted in where the feet are supposed to rest, and if they're not resting there it looks a bit awkward, and it's often quite difficult to get them to look really natural standing in those kind of footprints. But it's a nice base. They could have changed it up a little bit though over the course of 3 different Mandos. Maybe 4, I think, if you include that blurred version where he's riding the beast, and all the ones that are yet to come. So I don't know where we're going to be at, folks. I mean, this is the ultimate version right now, but we're 2 episodes into season 3 at the moment, so it's inevitable Hot Toys are going to drop another one. I'm assuming it's going to be another mirror-like chrome version, but with no weathering and the correct color undersuit. You know, Hot Toys have their ways. They're not always the most honorable ways, but they have their ways to make you buy more and more of the same thing over and over again. Obviously you have the choice not to do that, but let's face it, we're 1/6 scale collectors, and when it comes to a character we want the best version possible. Even though they're more than capable of giving you that perfect version first time out of the gate, they have their little techniques to well, like I said, it's not the most honourable strategy, but it works, doesn't it? The belt on the older one and the holster is a more warm, kind of lighter tone of brown than the one that comes on the new shiny chrome version. This one is a much more kind of dull tone of brown, at least for the belt and the holster. And then over here on the older one, just a bit more colourful. Speaking of colours, we have the red kind of, it doesn't light up, it's just painted to look that way, I guess. But at least it's there on the older one. But then when you come over to the more recent version, there is no red there. They either forgot to put it there, or I don't know. Again, not the most honourable strategies with this company, but I'm sure they had their reasons, or it's a major slip up. But it is not present on the chrome version, which frustrates me, and I'll probably have to paint those there myself, because I like having the little red details there. It just breaks things up a little bit, and you always see that glowing in the series. Alright folks, pretty short and sweet comparison video. They both have pretty much the same range of articulation and are capable of doing pretty much all the poses you want to do with Mando. There does seem to be a slight bit of a difference with the paint job on the blasters, the new one being a little bit sharper, just a little bit more detailed paint wise, very subtle. But I'll give me final thoughts folks. I do love both figures, and if I had more space I would probably keep both of these and have one with Grogu strapped around him in the bag, a bit more of a simple guarding the child kind of pose, and then the other one in a full-on battle using all of his weapons and all that kind of stuff. But space issues being what they are, and you know, justification for spending the money on another one, even when I had this one, you know how it is, you got to tell yourself something to try and make it feel a bit better. But I would say you're fine with either one, but honestly the new version here with the mirror light chrome is just on another level. I would recommend this one over this one for sure. I mean, it's a great looking piece, but this one is far superior as far as I'm concerned. So I was wrong to put it off as long as I did, but he's here now, and I would definitely recommend you try and get this version ultimately as your Beskar Mando representation, or hold out a little bit longer, because you know Hot Toys are going to announce another one soon, and they'll probably announce another quarter scale version with the mirror-like effect as well. So, you know, just be patient and do your research and just do what feels right for your collection. But honestly, I do have to say, this new mirror-like chrome version is just absolutely stunning. They both are great figures, but I honestly would recommend this one out of the two. So, I hope you've enjoyed the little comparison here. I hope you check out the reviews for each individual figure. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'd definitely like to hear from you on this one. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. 70% of you are not subscribed apparently, so go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Don't miss out on any of the content. We've got lots of other reviews coming up soon. Don't forget to drop a like on the video. Follow me on Instagram at DKnight333. I'll see you soon, folks. Take it easy. Bye bye.